Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland. We are here with David Brock, who is the chair of the Cuyahoga County
Right.
Democratic Party. Thank you so much for taking time.
Sure, absolutely, Tom. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
You are just addressing the Lakewood Democratic Party here at Lakewood Library. Talk briefly, what is a priority here at the county level? We got a big election coming up.
Yeah.
What are your big priorities?
Well, the big priority really is getting to infrequent voters or those who have been inconsistent voters over the past several years, many years. And we want to be able to get to them and say, here is the reason, here's the difference between Democrats and Republicans. Right. We want to do it as quickly as we can because we only have a matter of seconds when you're trying to talk to someone like that. Yeah.
So you've got some great material. You've instituted a lot of texting, which is
Yes.
something new here.
Yep, absolutely.
What are the big messages that you're trying to get across? That there's a big difference between Democrats and Republicans?
Significant difference, yeah, when it comes to freedom, whether it be reproductive freedom, freedom to read the book you want, right? Economic policies, Democratic economic policies have trounced Republican policies historically and especially in the last 30 years. So the issues that will affect people, Democrats have been more successful than Republicans, no question. That's our argument, yeah.
And a lot of people approach the election and top down because it's a presidential election, and we've got an important senatorial candidate race as well. What kind of messaging are we talking about for those races?
Well, Sherrod Brown, as well as the 3 Supreme Court justices who are running for Ohio Supreme Court, they are undergirding everything. Every decision we make was, will this benefit Sherrod Brown? Will this benefit, the justices, the 2 justices who are running for re-election, as well as Lisa Forbes? And I think that the argument's going to be yes, because again, we're doing a broad argument. We've already seen a little bit of success. We're using text, we're using digital, postcards, and canvassing. Right. Yeah.
You said something hilarious, I think, about Cuyahoga County loving 3 or 4 things that we do really well.
That's right.
Here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what those?
Oh yeah, no question. I think that Cuyahoga County does parks, arts, libraries incredibly well. I think there's no question about that. Those are the things we do 3 best, probably. Yeah. I did say one other one, but we'll leave that out.
No, you're absolutely right. David, you got your hands full. What can the folks who are on our side, who want to get involved, who want to get engaged? We know that turnout is a key issue. You're going after registered voters. You're going after people who have proven that they're Democrats. They voted in a Democratic primary. What can people do that want to get engaged? Where would you direct them?
Right. Our website, cuidem.com. I believe there's a pop-up right now that links to what we're calling the 2024 Voter Engagement Project. And we do have, we're not just trying to get to people who voted in Democratic primaries. We're using all the tools available to us, and we have a platform, a software platform that we're able to use that scores voters. Right. So even if they're not a registered Democrat, and in this state, of course, it's hard to be registered. You must vote in a primary. But a lot of people who don't vote in primaries tend to support us in this county. So we're going to be targeting all of them, the people we think are most likely to support us. Yeah.
When people say at the presidential level, and you're hearing this, which is weird, I don't know the difference between these 2 guys. Okay.
Yeah.
You had some really good reasons to think about what the Democratic presidential, not only current president, but in past have done. Nutshell, kind of arguments that we can use.
Well, I mean, just as I was said inside here, is that since 1989, Republican presidents have created 1.9 million jobs. Democrats 40 million. That we're the ones defending women's right to control their own bodies. What names, I always ask people who want to argue with me about the Republicans, is name one true Republican policy that has benefited you over the period of the last 30 or 40 years. And they really can't. Even the ones they've created, like the Earned Income Tax Credit, was made what it is by Bill Clinton and Democrats, So there really is no question the difference between the 2 parties on economic and social issues.
And you've got great economy now that people are not giving them enough credit for. You've got low unemployment. You've got so many issues that I think people need to be educated on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and like I said, the Joe Biden has done an incredible job as president passing laws that are going to be with us for decades. Healthcare, by the way, is at an all-time high. 92% of Americans have healthcare, which is the highest number. Have health insurance, which is the highest number in American history. So, and this is all because of Obama, Biden, Democratic policies. That's all it is.
And the president, as we know, gets to pick Supreme Court justices, and that's another really good reason to vote your conscience on this one.
Yeah, in the next 4 years, we're going to see two sitting Supreme Court justices, I think, reach 80 years old or close to it. So for President Biden to do that, for him to make those choices, if Hillary Clinton would have won in 2016, we never have a Dobbs decision. So think about that. Yeah.
David, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.